So today we'll discuss black body radiations. What is meant by black body radiations? What is actually a black body? Hot objects emit electromagnetic radiations. That means heated bodies emit electromagnetic radiations over a wide range of wavelengths. If we heat a substance having high melting point, such as iron bar, it first becomes red hot, then yellow, then glows with white, and finally with blue light. Such heated bodies are called black bodies, and the radiations emitted by such bodies are called black body radiations. What is actually a black body? How can we define black body? Black body is an ideal body which emits or absorbs radiations of all frequencies uniformly. In actual practice, such bodies does not exist, but there are some substances such as carbon black, which approximates fairly closely to the black body. Also, such bodies, these black bodies, these are perfect absorbers or perfect emitters of energy. They are always in thermal equilibrium with the surroundings. What that means? The amount of energy absorbed, thermal equilibrium. That means the amount of energy absorbed per unit area is equal to the amount of energy emitted at any given time. According to the electromagnetic wave theory, the energy of the electromagnetic radiation, is proportional to its intensity. Intensity means brightness. यानी इलेक्ट्रोमैग्नेटिक रेडिएशन जो इमिट होती है, कोई भी सोर्स इमिट करता है, उसकी जो एनर्जी है वो होती है proportional to intensity of the radiation. If the intensity is increased, the energy will increase. अगर intensity decrease होगी, the energy will decrease of the radiation. What is actually intensity? Intensity is actually it is taken as square of the amplitude. Square of the amplitude of the radiation is square of the amplitude of the radiation. So according to this theory, the energy of the electromagnetic radiation directly varies with intensity but is independent of its frequency or wavelength. Frequency and wavelength. And it is independent of frequency and wavelength as per electromagnetic wave theory. Now, as per the theory, the radiation emitted by the hard body should have the same color. It must have the same color as per this theory. Although its intensity may change when heating is continued. इसका ये मतलब है, as per the theory, जो भी hard body emit radiation करते हैं, it must have the same color. There should not be color change. अगरचे इसका intensity change होगा if the heating is continued. But what we see, we see change in color of the radiation. Why this change in color? Actually, when the heating is continued, that means temperature is increased, the frequency of the radiation changes. That is the reason frequency of the radiation changes, that means it increases. That is the reason red have low frequency, it falls in the low frequency region. So when heating is continued, when temperature is raised, it becomes blue, that means frequency increases. Blue falls in the high frequency region. Now, intensity of the radiation varies with wavelength at two different temperatures. We will show variation of intensity with wavelength at two different temperatures, T1 and T2. Here T2 is greater than T1. If we increase the wavelength, for example at temperature T1, if we increase the wavelength, the intensity increases, reaches a maximum value, then falls, then decreases. Exactly at temperature T2, the intensity increases, intensity of the radiation increases, with increase in wavelength, reaches the maximum value, then decreases. And it reaches the maximum value at a particular wavelength, then decreases. But here, the maximum of the curve, if you will increase the temperature, the maximum of the curve, that shifts to the short wavelength side. So this was the variation of intense radiation with wavelength at two different temperatures. So now we'll conclude our topic. So what is the black body? So black body is heated body is a perfect absorber or a perfect emitter of energy. That means it emits or absorbs radiations of all frequencies uniformly. So the radiations emitted by these heated bodies or black bodies are called black body radiations. Hope that you got it. Thanks.